Today we will take a look at this Fusion guitar with Tonerider generator pickups. We're gonna compare it to your mother. This is a Harley Benton Fusion guitar, as you can see, 24 fret model with ebony fretboard and Floyd Rose 1000 series tremolo, 3-way switch, and in this guitar I changed the stock pickups, which are Roswell humbuckers, to Tonerider generator pickups. I don't know if you are familiar with that brand, Tonerider. They offer pickups which sound great in my opinion, and they're maybe about half of the price of really famous brand pickups like Seymour Duncan's or DiMarzio's. So in other words, they're quite cheap, and I wanted to find out if it makes a difference, and if so, how big the difference is compared to the Roswell pickups, which are stock in the Fusion guitars. So I bought the Tonerider generator pickups. They're splittable, so I can also use the coil switch here. And they're, as far as I know, on Lico 5s, and maybe they're a little bit similar voiced, like maybe the Seymour Duncan SH, what is it, 5, the custom one. Not as harsh in the upper mid-range like the SH4, but anyway, internet said they are maybe good for 80s shred tones, so I was sold. And well, as you could hear in the intro, this is the bridge humbucker sound. I will switch to a rhythm tone. And it sounds very full and rich to me, but let's compare it to the same guitar with the stock pickup. Well, so this is basically also the Fusion model with the ebony fretboard and Floyd Rose, but this one has the stock Roswell pickups. So neck pickup, bridge. Same Megadeth riff. Is out of tune. My playing. So, could you hear a difference? I don't know. I think I could hear a difference. And this pickup seemed to sound a little bit more harsh in the top end at least, and also a little bit more flubby in the bass. Maybe other people would call it more vintage sounding. And I think you would hear the difference in the clean tones more. But before we come to the clean tones, we will check out the neck position. Jurassic Park. Okay. And wow. Neck position. To me, it sounds definitely more well-rounded and seems to have a little bit more lower mid-range. Maybe about around these 250 Hz, which is not always good for rhythms, but for singing leads, sounds quite good. Also, it doesn't have that much bass, so that gets flat. The bass is still kind of tight, as in the other one I found it to be a little bit floppy. And well, let's check out the middle position, both humbuckers in the full mode. The rhythm. They seem to clean up very nice, I think. Now I reduced the volume, as you can see with the volume knob. Okay, let's check out the Roswells. Middle position. And they have a little bit more high end, of course, but they don't clean up that well. I think the sound with the reduced volume knob is a little bit more harsh and not so balanced as far as the equalization goes. As if you raise the volume, the gain is increased, then of course there's a little bit more top end, but also more compression is going on, so in this setting they sound okay, but to reduce the volume, maybe they don't clean up that well like the Toneriders. Okay, now let's check out the clean sounds. So this is the bridge pickup in the full humbucker mode. Bridge humbucker, full humbucker mode. Yeah, definitely not that bright in my opinion. Check out the splitted position. I think the splitted position and the split mode, the bridge humbucker sounds nice. Sometimes I think if you split the humbucker, especially in the bridge position, then you get some phasing issues, which sound a little bit weird. But in this case, I think it's quite a nice clean tone. Hold it. Hold it. This splitted pickup here. And yeah, bridge pickup, split mode. A little bit too bright in my opinion. And the full humbucker mode. Okay, the middle position, full humbucker mode. It has too much low mids, in my opinion, for clean tones. And in the splitted mode, with this high end, it sounds almost like a steel string acoustic, I think. A little bit at least. So middle position in the split mode. Not that bright. Let's try some finger picking. Okay, and finally neck pickup in the split mode, my favorite position. Full humbucker mode. It sounds a little bit too full to me. Especially with clean tones, you need this top end a little bit more, I think. And what is it? So neck humbucker, the full humbucker mode. Sounds similar in my opinion. On the split mode. Yeah, a little bit more bright, I think. Finger picking shit. Finally in the middle position. Yeah, So, well, what is your opinion? Could you hear a difference? I think, at least in the clean tones, it's pretty obvious that the Roswell pickups in this guitar sound much brighter. And that I think this can also be annoying for some people in a high gain scenario, because especially if you pick very hard, then the high gain sounds may sound too harsh with too much presence with the Roswell pickups. I personally could dial in a good high gain sound in the AxeFx. Maybe I can show you again this one. And it doesn't sound too bright in my opinion, but also I found myself to pick a little bit softer when I'm playing the Roswell pickups. And with the other pickups you can really dig in the strings when you're playing, and of course they're not that aggressive in the high end in my opinion. Other than that, well, the other pickups, the Toneriders, are a little bit tighter as far as the bass is concerned. That could also be a good thing for if you're playing tight rhythm sounds, especially if you're playing metal or maybe also 80s rock like me. But I think the overall character of both pickups is not that much different. There are other pickups which sound which have way other characteristics. For example, the EMG 81, or also like the DiMarzio Steve Special or something. That would sound much more different than these Tonerider pickups. And finally, I have to admit that this is the only Harley Benton of my 100,000 Harley Benton guitars where I changed the pickups. And still I didn't see the benefit that big enough that I changed another Harley Benton pickups. So maybe I will do it just to try it out, but I think it's, in my opinion, not necessary to switch the pickups to another brand. I think you can get pretty good results also with the Roswell humbuckers. Well, that's it from me. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and post your comments below. See you soon, and bye.
Try to please